Hello. Thanks a lot for your sharing. I find fascinated by your sharing, but I wonder like when the situation like a COVID pandemic, some people fear and they get stressed by they work at home where they face a lot of struggle, but other find that well it's a way that they improve themselves and a way that they make things change.
Yep.
So what I wonder that well what you're sharing about the psychological safety and the fear of and psychological danger, so is it sometime that we need to use psychological danger to motivate people, or we always just use the positive psychological safety just to create? Because I saw that I saw that, and what I observed is it's more on like when the situation come, they're gonna be two behavior, and it direct to two results. So how can we leverage from that? It's not just like a positive all the time. Sometimes we have to have a negative impact in order to get the positive impact.
Okay, so I hear exactly where you're coming from, and there is a huge, if you look, for example, of the impact that stress has upon us, and the way that we react under stress, and the way we're reacting to the pandemic under stress. I often describe stress as being a little bit like seasoning on your food, that if there's none, life is bloody boring. You think of the last day when you had absolutely no stress in your life, you got nothing done because there was no impetus, no motivation to do so. You get too much seasoning on your food and it becomes quite untasty, and it's the same with the stress. So there is a certain extent to which stress and a bit of pressure will actually bring out the best in us. But it's really important to understand that there is a difference between triggering people into a positive stress state and triggering them into fear. Because here's an absolute neurophysiological reality. Fearful people who have been triggered into a fear state can comply, but they cannot engage. So I would say, Thang, absolutely no, that there is no case ever for frightening people or putting people into that psychologically unsafe place. But I'll go down one and I'd say, and let's just think about where is the lack of safety there. There are two sorts of lack of safety in a situation where you are two situations where you can feel the impact of a lack of psychological safety. One is social friction. Okay, social friction is, I say, I don't like Floris's idea on that. I think it's crap. And we get all personal about it. And Floris starts to, oh, I don't like you either. I never liked you, and I never liked the look of you, and all that sort of stuff. But you can actually have intellectual friction where people compete and bang their heads over ideas, bang their heads over differences of opinions, where it never turns into that social friction, which is what triggers fear, which is what brings out the worst in us. So no, there is never a case for putting people into a fearful state. All you do is absolutely emasculate them.